Verena here again with your template tip. And template tips is connecting you with various business owners, life coaches, and other experts to give us a few pointers as to how to deal with the challenges of COVID-19. Today's tip is from the owner of the popular Dianne's tea shop, Dianne Hunt. Now, Dianne owned a stream of successful businesses from fashion and retail, before pivoting into the food and restaurant industry. I was lucky enough to interview Dianne during my Synergy TV days and as a writer for the Newsday Women's Magazine. And I just got to say, personally, I admire her drive and resilience as a businesswoman. So here's Dianne's tip.
Hi, my name is Dianne Hunt, and I am very grateful that I have the opportunity to share some of my tips during this lockdown, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Most of you may know me as a fashion designer with Radical Designs in the early parts of my career. Then I moved on to designing carnival costumes with Island People, then opened two shops, one at Long Sickle and one at West Mall, a lifestyle and home shop, and now my present business, Dianne Tea Shop. So what I want to say is that this is a time of uncertainty and fear. So I made a choice for myself that I will create some routines, that I will look after myself physically and mentally. So that's one of the big tips. You must take time to look after yourself, because if you are not in a good physical or mental health, how can you actually do anything or accomplish anything? So I start my morning, I actually just finished my yoga class, and I walk in the garden or I water my plants. And mentally, I take time to actually enjoy the quiet, I enjoy the birds, I enjoy the flowers in my garden. And then I also do a bit of meditation to center my mind so I can actually be in a stronger position to deal with any fear that may enter my mind. Because actually, when you are fearful is when you are at your weakest. So you must find a way to navigate through those fearful thoughts. So that's the other thing, right? We're dealing with your physical health, your mental health, okay? Now, in terms of your business, these are the things that I have actually done with myself. I started to examine my business and I said, okay, how am I going to take this opportunity of time that I have on my hands? Well, I said I can reinvent. First, examine some of the systems and the things that I actually do, some of the practices in my business, and what can I do to improve it? How can I be more relevant? And how am I going to implement? So I have actually created a few new ideas, which I will implement when I get the green light to open my business. Okay, so you spend time to look after yourself. You spend time to look after your business or your career if you are employed in some sort of company, so you take time to look at what you do and how can you improve it. And then for me, one of the most important things is being around people or staying connected to people that inspire you. So I'm very fortunate that I have a lot of friends all over the world, and I am very lucky. Every morning, part of my routine, I will check and see my messages, and lots of times I'm sent very motivational videos, new things that's happening, new trends that's going on, what are people doing at this time. And it is actually blow mind the inspiring things that are out there. So stay inspired during this time, and the only way you do that is by being connected to people that inspire you. And if you don't have anyone that inspires you, the internet is a place where you can find so much stuff. So whatever field you're in, whatever profession you're in, you can develop or even educate yourself a bit more. So I think those are my tips, and I know you're probably hearing that machine outside, but the great thing about being locked down is as if you didn't realize life existed around you, because you're so tunnel vision. You get up, you do your stuff, you go to work. So now's the time to really take in all the beauty around you, enjoy it, because we're gonna go back out into the world, and I know things will be different. but you might be stronger and better when you get out there, okay? Oh, and I am intermittent fasting as well. That's another part of keeping really healthy, because if you're not healthy, you can't do anything. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And just make sure and find that light that shines in you and make it shine brighter and share it with the world. Okay, bye.
Again, Dianne, you are always the forward thinker, taking a holistic approach during these uncertain times. And some valuable tips here to help us personally and professionally. And I agree with you, Dianne. I agree with you 100% that energy is important. Energy is contagious, and we need to find our tribe to motivate us and keep us inspired. I hope this was informative to you as it was for me. For more template tips, visit feelthebasenow.com or visit the Base Facebook page or IG account. Remember, stay home, stay safe, and stay motivated. Until next time, I'm Verena.